What's up, you guys? Hope life is treating you well. Hope you are getting excited for the tip off of the 2021 2022 NBA regular season. I know I am. And today, what we're going to do in this Hoopsology video exclusive is a tier list, my predictions on how this season is going to play out. I love doing this every year. I get my notebook together, jot down my notes in this. And this year, I'm excited to use the tier maker list and share this stuff with you guys. And we can see how well I do when we get into May of 2022. So we have rankings 1 through 10. And then this very bottom one that you can see is out. So we have everyone making some postseason action, the play-in games, all that good stuff. And then our lottery teams, we're going to work our way from the bottom to the top. And we're going to do the Eastern Conference for this video. So let's start with the teams that will not make postseason action. We're going to get through these just real quick, as quickly as I can drag them over here. The Magic will not be in the postseason. The Raptors will have another rough year. The Pistons will be at the bottom of the East, even with top pick Cade Cunningham. The Hornets, I'm going to put them at the top of the out section here. They could surprise. I know they were in the play-in games last year. I don't see that happening for them this year, but this is the one that has me the most worried on my predictions here for sure. Also, with Cleveland, let's see, I'll put them right towards the bottom there. As you remember, they started off on a hot streak last year and then just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. I don't think they will be making a play-in game either. So there's our bottom five. Again, the Hornets have me the most worried there, especially if LaMelo Ball can stay healthy all year. They are definitely the league pass team of the year, pretty much unanimously from almost everyone I have seen in the media and otherwise. And I would agree with that. They are going to be a really fun watch so long as LaMelo Ball stays healthy. Let's move on to my pick for number 10. This is going to be controversial. You can check out our NBA season preview. I did predict that the Wizards are going to make it into a play-in game. It is my take that the Wizards won the Russell Westbrook trade. I think it was the Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook show last year, and they really didn't have a whole lot of other just NBA talent that they could play on that roster. They got at least bodies that they can play throughout the season from that trade. I think they needed that. If Spencer Dinwiddie can stay healthy, and yes, that is a big F, I do think they will make a play-in game. I think he's a better fit alongside Bradley Beal than Russell Westbrook was. Next, at number 9, this is a team that could also surprise. This is a team that basically hated their coach last year, and they upgraded to Rick Carlisle. We'll see what he has left. It's been a long time since he has done meaningful playoff coaching, but Rick Carlisle, I think, a great hire for the Pacers. This is a team that is in need of a trade. Maybe that's coming with Ben Simmons eventually. They are certainly on that short list of teams in contention for him. So this gets trickier and trickier in these midsection type of teams. But right now, I have the Pacers at number 9. The Bulls were 31-41. We pretty much unanimously agreed in our season preview that this would be the most improved team based on the roster moves that they made. 31-41 last year. You'd have to think they at least have a winning record, even if they're pretty bad on defense. That still in the East should land them with at least the 8th seed, and maybe they surprised beyond that. This next team, I think, is a lot better than the Chicago Bulls, and a lot better than some of the teams above them potentially for the postseason. But I just don't see them trying all that hard in the regular season. They're going to need to take turns resting players. And as you can see by now, that is the Miami Heat. They are the 7 seed on my tier list here. Now, this next one, probably my most controversial pick, probably the pick where you're going to disagree with me the most, but I do see the 76ers taking a steep drop off. They had the 1 seed last year. We know about all the Ben Simmons drama that's gone on. He was a major piece of that team last year, love him or hate him, and they are either presumably not going to get playtime from him or he's going to be on the trading block, most likely. So we'll see what they get out of him. I could see a drop off from that team. You wonder if Daryl Morey has lost his magic in terms of building these competitive franchises. You also wonder the same thing about Doc Rivers as a head coach moving into this season. Keep in mind, it's been a long time since he's really had some solid playoff success. This could also be a team that runs into injury issues with Joel Embiid. They got pretty lucky last year with health, at least during the regular season. At number 5, this isn't a team that I necessarily think belongs here talent-wise, but I do think they're going to try hard. That's the New York Knicks. They were the 4 seed last year. I could easily see them as the 5 seed this year, adding Kemba Walker, adding Evan Fournier. It is a better roster, and if RJ Barrett continues to improve as a player, they belong right here, given the level of effort that Tom Thibodeau teams usually give. At the 4 seed, I'm going to go with a team that was plagued with COVID stuff last year, that had a really weird roster, didn't really have a great veteran presence, really missed Daniel Tice as far as that is concerned. The Boston Celtics, I think with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and hopefully some better luck in terms of no injuries or very few compared to last year, no COVID restrictions, or again, very few compared to last year. I think this team can easily be the 4 seed. And Brad Stevens has stuff to prove in the front office. They have a new head coach. Sometimes that can give you a boost. So I have the Celtics at number 4. At number 3, this is another team that I see continuing to take a lift, a very young core, a very talented core, the Atlanta Hawks, the heel of the NBA right now, Trae Young, but he's a lovable heel. And I do see that team rising from where they were at the 5 seed last year. I do see them as a better team as it stands right now than the Celtics. We'll see if the Celtics can prove me wrong. So Atlanta at number 3. At number 2, I think you guys know where I'm going with these last 2 picks here, but we'll go ahead and show you anyway. At number 2, I have the Bucks. And that is simply because at number 1, the Nets are just ridiculously talented. I know they have the drama going on with Kyrie Irving, but those guys played less than 10 games together during the regular season anyway, and that roster is even better this year. There could be concerns with rest for the Nets, sure. There could be concerns with injuries for the Bucks. So I see it as a wash, and I also don't buy that Kyrie Irving is going to be out for the entire season. I really just don't predict that it's going to go that way. So this is what I have in the East. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Where do you agree? Where do you disagree? Where do you think I've just gone totally off the mark here? But again, 1 through 10, we've got the Nets at 1, the Bucks at 2, the Hawks at 3, the Celtics at 4, the Knicks at 5, the 76ers at 6, the Heat at 7, the Bulls at 8, the Pacers at 9, and the Wizards at number 10. Again, let me know what you guys think. We'll come back to this later in the year at some point. I'm sure Justin can laugh in my face or praise me, depending on how this turns out. Enjoy the start of the regular season, you guys. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.